So I've been achieving really good results for firms and advisors and financial services, particularly in the mortgage industry, who I've been working with exclusively for the past 5 years. Some I've helped scale from 5 to 6 figures and some from 6 to 7. Here are some of their stories. So first up we have Joel then, who went from 2.5 grand to 10 grand in his first month.
I think the first month I was with you was just shy of 10K. The month before I had done 2,500.
Yeah. How quickly did you start getting it in then, initially? Appointments and sales?
Pretty much immediately. It was, with the LinkedIn, when you start adding people, and every day it's just like adding, and then you start getting the messages, and people, they reply to you pretty quickly, and it generates leads, and probably like 3-4 times the business that I did last year.
I just had more.
And then we have Amanda, who, as we can see here, I'll just move me out the way, she regularly generates £2 million mortgages. You can see there, if you want to read this, you best stop pausing it, but she's got 8.5 mil of open inquiries through LinkedIn currently, 1.6 mil to submit shortly. And she's not even scratching the surface there, she said. So let me just move me out the way and we can hear from Amanda.
This week as well, but I've got some good business out of it so far. So I did a bit I did a bit on Instagram, I did a bit on Facebook and joined cool community groups with my business page. But it was really hit or miss. I got nothing from Instagram, nothing from Facebook, apart from some inquiries that didn't go anywhere. And they certainly weren't my target audience. I won't lie, it was quite daunting initially. I'd spoken to other people who used your services and couldn't speak more highly of you and the team. I suppose I lacked confidence a little bit in could it work for me?
Yeah.
I kept thinking, am I too old? Is my client profile wrong? So I just, in the end, decided I just would go with it and throw myself all in. And I'm still not massively tech savvy, but I don't need to know that because you guys have done the work for.
And so this is Usman now, who grew his LinkedIn to over 2,000 connections in a really quick space of time and regularly generates leads through the strategy. So, let's hear from Usman.
Quality appointments, you can actually do less appointments and earn more.
But the ones I've had on LinkedIn that have been pharmacists and gone through this, they're worth at least 2, and some are actually worth 3. I'm doing the same work for all of these guys, but I'm actually earning more money.
And so this is Jenny, who's done really well out of our service. And let's hear from Jenny.
Starting this course, my business has gone up 200%, which is just bloody phenomenal, really.
And this is a piece from Elliot, who's a commercial broker who generated, as you can see, a case size of just over 8 grand pretty quickly. So, let's hear from Elliot.
A couple of calls in, and one of them's led to a very urgent inquiry. And it's looking at making us close to 10k. And it's very urgent, so I've got to try and complete it in days. And I started last week, so not bad. ROI, is it? So potentially 8 to 10k within a week or so, mate. So I thought I'd give you an update. Obviously, it's great news, so that's why I'm a little bit slow at the minute, mate.
I've been working with Dan.
This is Jenny again, so let's hear from Jenny.
Just over 18 months. When I first started working with Dan, I did have a Facebook page and I would randomly post some videos on there that, if I'm honest, was shocking. I really didn't know what I was doing and I didn't do it on a consistent basis. Since working with Dan, I understand the key is consistency. I've understood more around what kind of content I should be putting out there and how I should be presenting myself. And that all comes from doing the course with Dan, understanding what my audience is looking for and how I want to be portrayed. The Dan takes you through on the course has allowed me to increase my business by around 200% within that 18 months. But more than that, I now have consistent business. I actually have a business, whereas before I was just a mortgage broker. I have taken on administrators and I'm looking to take on more administrators. And next year I'm looking to take on my first set of brokers. And that just goes to show what can happen if you follow a course and you're consistent.
And so this is a bit for Emily, who did a really quick appointment through the LinkedIn strategy. She got her first appointment. She said she's been doing the strategy for about a couple of weeks. And then she got the appointment and she updated it later saying This was just 2 weeks after, I think, that she'd done the dip, and it was just under £1 million worth of borrowing that she'd. So that's literally £1 million mortgage within her first month of doing this. And she said that she'd got a couple of other appointments booked as well. She's got 314 new connections, and yeah, she's done really well from that. And then Joe's done really well. So he again got his set up the system going by 8 p.m. He got sent out his first connection at 8 a.m. And by 1 p.m. he'd completed his first factors find. And so the speed of this happened is down to fortunate timing. But the guy said he'd reached out, spoke to him, because his profile spoke directly to his profession. This is something we tweaked with Joe just the day before. And so, yeah, he said, we'll keep you posted on it. And then just yesterday, so about 2 weeks after, he's updated it saying the application is going today. So, yeah, this happened just really quickly. So, thank you. You can be one of these success stories yourself. Are you interested yet? Good. Of course, it's designed to smash through these obstacles that are prevalent in financial services at the moment, in terms of standing in the way of scaling your business fast. This is why we have such a insanely high success rate. So I've obsessed over the past 2 decades and spent literally hundreds of thousands figuring out these main core principles. How to generate good business with the least amount of time investment, how to generate good business with the least amount of capital investment, and how to generate business with the least amount of effort. Now I'm offering you a chance to skip all that time, skip all that investment, because I've done all that for you. And the best part of this strategy is that you don't need to be technical to execute.